Okay, welcome to Mind Body Chair Yoga. I'll meet you on the chair. I just have to check this message. So we'll sit forward on the chair. Stretch out the face, just make any little movements. And we'll come to sit with a nice tall spine, closing the eyes. And if it feels nice and supportive to take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, then by all means, go ahead and kind of settle into this shape, or you can keep your hands on your thighs, whatever suits you. Focusing in on breath and body. As we inhale, noticing expansion. And as we exhale, contraction. So I've loosely been kind of sewing this theme of self-compassion into our classes these last weeks and months, providing an opportunity for us to kind of flip the script on how we talk to ourselves sometimes. Sometimes we can have a critical voice toward ourselves, and we're not even aware of it. So just kind of being open to observing that voice if it comes into the practice today or any time else during the day. And really bringing that essence of being, a best friend toward yourself. How would you speak to your best friend? And knowing, like, we're talking to ourselves anyway, right? So we might as well make it nice. All right, so let's just set an intention for today's practice and for the rest of the day, and maybe even beyond, to speak with friendliness, compassion, gentleness, tenderness towards ourselves as we practice and move throughout our day. And we'll bring our hands up to heart center so that we may initiate with a unifying Om. So we inhale together. Inhaling, opening the eyes, and exhale, release. So let's start to roll the shoulders. Inhale those shoulders forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And kind of bringing a beginner's mind to this movement, because we can probably safely say that we do this movement every single time we come to practice, but there's a reason why. So bringing your attention to the sliding and gliding of the shoulders, and then we'll do one shoulder at a time, this kind of imaginary backstroke without the arms, and just sense into the wisdom of moving in this way. And when we can sense into that purpose and release, let's just do two more together. Big breath in, exhale, chin comes down. Breathing in, breathing out, feel the weight of the head, elongation along the back of the neck, and then a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. So when we can sense into the purpose of these movements and the wisdom of these movements, we don't have to wait until Mondays at 10 a.m. or whenever you do the recording. You can do them anytime when you feel the neck and the shoulders seizing up or tensing up or feeling a little bit tense, or when you're in the shower, and really tending to the needs of the body whenever the body needs it. Let's take that chin back to center. We'll inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhaling back to center, gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the left shoulder. Let's take the right hand out, palm facing backward, big breath in. Exhale, press back, squeeze the shoulder blade together, and then just like a micro movement of gazing over the shoulder, not forcing, and then inhaling, releasing. Arms come forward, gaze is forward, exhale, press back. Inhale. Forward, exhale back. So we'll just do 3 on this side and inhale back to center. And then exhale over to the other side, preparing the left hand palm facing back. Inhale, exhale. Push back, squeeze that shoulder blade in, gaze over, then look forward, reach the arm forward. Contract and release one more time. Contract and release, or any variation of that feels good to you. Inhaling, grow tall, and exhaling, left ear to left shoulder. So tilt the face if that feels good. Take your right fingertips out to the side a little bit or behind the back, wherever it feels supportive. Remember, there's no right or wrong here. And sense into the weight of the head so that we can get a nice stretch through the side body, elongating before we twist. So essentially this is a twist, big breath in. And we turn the nose down towards the shoulder. So we're getting a nice little twist at the neck, hopefully feeling that stretch all the way to the tip of the top of the shoulder there. And then inhaling your ear back to the shoulder. So back and forth, just like that. Nice big stretch through the side of the neck. And release. Let's take the hand back and nice and easy bringing the head back up. Let's just get watery. You know, sometimes the stretch can almost feel, you know, a little bit weird when you're done with the stretch. So that's why I like to just do the wateriness to make sure that there's no tension actually built up from the stretch. Inhaling, we'll grow tall. Exhaling over to the other side. Fingertips can come out or arm behind your back. And don't forget, you can always do a little massage if you just need, you know, something to help to release that tension manually, physically. Inhaling. And then that slow turn, the nose down towards the shoulder. And then inhaling your ear back to shoulder. So back and forth a few times. Stretching out the face as needed. Yes, offering up release. When your nose comes to the shoulder, we'll take a big breath in. Exhale, chin to throat. I forgot this on the other side, didn't I? It's okay. We'll go back into it. Chin to throat. Nose to shoulder, chin to throat. All right, let's just release the hand. Slowly, just gradually turn, pivoting on the chin over to the other side so that we're nice and even. And we'll do nose to shoulder, chin to throat on this side. Okay, releasing. Let's bring that head back to center and then we'll lift, stretch up the face, get watery. All right, there's the neck. Let's move our attention to the pelvis. You can lift the heels just to explore this range of motion here. So let's concentrate on a nice like lift through the tail and then, you know, a strong contraction to tuck. So feeling into that release and then that strong contraction to tuck. We're going to do a little bit of core work today. So this can be a nice warm up for that. And then just see the effect on the low back, if any, if you notice anything. One more. Release, take the heels down, come into some cat-cow. So rounding, tucking the tail and really drawing that navel to the back of the spine. Big breath in. Exhale, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the tail, Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. And again, let's bring some awareness to our core. Expanding as we push the belly forward and let the heart contracting as we draw in. And again. All right, bring the hands down, we'll grow tall. Good, roll up the shoulders. Starting with hand on the chair, opposite hand, palm facing up. So right hand reaching up and over, root that right hip down. Exhale. Sink down, inhale, come up. So we'll do a little sway, keeping that heart lifted, maybe even gazing up, rooting that hip down as best you can. Inhaling up, reaching up, exhaling over. Taking your time to really feel into that side bend. Okay, without the support of the chair, we'll just come over, hold, like as if you've got that great big beach ball between your hands. I'm really actively pressing down through my right hip. So my sit bone is pressing down. Now lift that great big beach ball up. Press the right hip down, lean over to the side. Keep the heart lifted, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Okay, now breathing in, rise up, exhale, turn. Drop the hands down, maybe gazing behind you slightly with a nice tall spine. Inhale, exhale, and then inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, turning, bringing the arms down. Gazing behind you. Inhaling up, we'll do that again on both sides. Inhaling up. And exhaling. Inhale back to center. Great, let's circle forward, inhale. Exhale, contract here, abdominals. Inhale forward, feel expansion. And when you come back, there's contraction. When you're ready, change direction, inhale forward. And exhale back. And release. Okay. Take the thighs so that they're parallel. We'll grow tall. Take your right hand to your left knee and your left fingertips to the temple. Inhale, grow really, really tall. Lift the navel, round the back like we did in cat-cow, bringing your elbow towards the knee. Inhale, kind of recoiling back, and exhaling, engage the core. Your elbow doesn't have to touch the knee, it's just moving in that direction. So feel this. This is a really nice upper body twist, really nice twist at the thoracic part of the spine. So I'm doing lots of twists today. Support back health and also engage the core. All right, now we're going to release and just switch over to the other side. Let's recoil first on an inhale and exhale. Elbow to knee, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, let's just do one more, really drawing that navel in towards the spine as we round and arch the back. And inhale. Release. Take the feet nice and wide. We're going to do that same stretch with a very wide leg. So we'll start with left hand to thigh. So we inhale, kind of come back. Exhale, come forward. And when you come like halfway point, then bring your elbow down towards the knee. Inhale. Exhale. So we're reaching as we are twisting. So we're moving that twist a little bit more lower in the back. We'll do one more. Inhale up and exhale, switch sides. So coming back, inhale, and then exhale, reach the elbow toward the knee. Inhale. And exhale, reach. So I'm kind of bringing weight into this hand at the knee and the thigh. I'm simply just because I'm stretching my body weight over it. So I'm just holding the weight there. When I come over to the side. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Okay, do a shoulder dip. So we really get our upper body twist, turn our fingers in, and we create resistance when we dip the shoulders, right? So we're gonna grow tall here. Inhale, I'm gonna dip the right shoulder down and create resistance between the right hand and right knee. And I'll just kind of do a little bob, you know, so you can really sense into the shoulders, kind of coming into that nice little twist. Inhale up, nice and tall, great resistance on the other side, dip and bob. So it's just coming forward. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Good. So we got twists all in different parts of the spine, up and down the spine. Bring the feet together, come to stand, take the feet nice and wide. So the toes are pointed forward. And then we're just gonna come back like to this like quarterback stance. So I'm really pushing my hips back. And then standing up, kind of squeezing my glutes, thrusting like the pelvis forward. So option to kind of bring like a breaststroke swim into it. So inhale, exhale. So pushing the hips back and reaching forward, we're creating a balance, a different kind of balance activity, right? Because usually we're kind of one leg or moving left to right, but this is bringing part of your body forward as you bring the other part of the body back. Plus, great little stretch for the glutes and the hamstrings. So when you come up, squeeze the glute. Last one, inhale, exhale, and squeeze. Take those toes into the corners of your mat. Let's just sink down once, bring it up, a little tick-tock at the hip. It's always a little bit uncomfortable for me because this is not a natural way for us to be moving, right? If we lived in Brazil, it might be different. Okay, here we go. We're gonna inhale down, exhale up, contraction, inhale down, expansion, exhale up, contraction. So okay, now come down into our goddess legs. Really lift the navel, lift the arches of the feet. Feel super solid in this foundation. And we're gonna do a little like big twist. So we're reaching, and I want you to feel solid in the legs and kind of loosen the spine. So feeling a really easy, fluid, gentle twist, kind of just as far as you want to take it from left to right. Okay, I know this is a lot in the legs. My heart rate is going up too. Okay, come back to center. Rise up. Okay, toes come forward. Bring the feet together and just shake that out. Good. Sun salutation, your choice. Seat can be facing this way, holding onto the top of the back of the chair, or taking the hands to the seat of the chair. Walk the feet back and sink the hips back and reach the arms forward and sway from side to side. Stretch out the face. And then pedal the knees forward and back. Keep your heels down. Paddle the pelvis forward and back. Oh, those twists really were quite nice on my low back. Okay, staying in this kind of forward fold, take your right hand, and we're gonna inhale. Exhale, take your right hand and reach it back towards your left ankle, any amount. Bring your hand back, take your left hand, reach it towards the right ankle, any amount. Then bring it back. Inhale, right foot comes forward, knee over ankle, float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take the hands down and step back. Inhale, your left foot forward. Float your arms up, press into the back heel, lift the navel, exhale. Take the hands down and step back, repeating. Inhale, right foot forward, float. Exhale down, and step back. Inhale, left foot forward, and float up. Exhale, take the hands down. Oh, and release. Good. Inhale, right foot forward. Float both arms up to the sky, bringing it into more of a cactus arm. Squeeze the thighs together. Let's lift the arches of the feet, lift the navel. Actually, let's not do cactus. Let's have kind of looser arms. And we're going to do that kind of twist again toward the bent leg and then come out of it. Grow tall. And then sway your arms over to that side. Or really, I'm going to both sides, but when you sway towards the bent knee side, squeeze the thighs together, grow taller. And notice how you can really become more stable. Last one. All right, release. Take the hands down, turn that back toe forward, and we'll step your your foot back and come into a forward fold. Let's just sway the hips a bit. Inhale. Take your right hand, reach it down towards the left ankle. Inhale, return. Inhale, exhale, reach your left hand over towards the right ankle and bring it back. Good. Inhale, left foot forward, right foot comes out a little bit, coming into our warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. Squeeze the thighs, press into the back heels. Just take your arms out to the side. Inhale, exhale, twist toward the bent leg. Exhale, opposite side. Sorry, exhale towards the bent leg, inhale towards the opposite side. So a little bit of dynamic movement here, so great balance practice. Squeeze the thighs together when you turn toward the bent leg. And the last one. Inhale back to center. Take the hands down, turn that back foot forward. Step back into a forward fold. Stretch out the face. Sway. Rock the hips. Just get nice and comfortable. And then we'll walk our feet to the chair and come to stand. And if you need to turn the chair around, go ahead. All right. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to rise up onto the heels. Hug in the navel, bend the knees, slide down that imaginary wall. Drop the heels down, feel the Achilles stretch. Rise up with energy, so really wrap the muscles around the bones of the legs. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, drop the heels. Exhale, rise up. We'll do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can go your pace. When you're ready, reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release one last time. Really lift the navel up towards the heart. And release. Okay. Turning to face the front. Using the chair to start, just arms distance away from the chair. We're going to take, so we're on the right side of the chair. Take your left foot back. And your right arm up. Get really, really tall. Inhale. Exhale, twisting in the upper body, hand at the waist, drawing elbow to knee. They don't have to touch. Inhale, reach. Let's go in slow motion. Slow exhale. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. Deep breath in. Last one, slow exhale. Deep breath in. And release. Okay. Switch sides. Ooh, I really felt that. Okay. Preparing for the other side, just hands out, hip arms distance, reaching the left arm and extending your right foot back. Big breath in. Feel the expansion crunching. With a twist, elbow to knee on the slow exhale. Inhale. Squeeze the glute, right? Engaging. Exhale slowly and hold. Squeeze the glute. Contract the abdominals. I'm hoping you can hear my breath here. It's a really slow exhale as I'm holding this crunch. Last one. And release. So I feel like we should do this again with the option of taking one hand to the hip. So exploring this as a balance pose, as well as strength and stability. So taking that left foot back, right arm up, option, okay? Hand on the hip. You could even hover it or just have one finger, just finding a way to make it a little bit more challenging balance-wise. Inhale. Slow exhale. Holding in that standing twist. Inhale, standing twist. Slow exhale. Inhale. Slow exhale. Ooh, ooh. Last one. Okay. All right. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't practice it like that. It just came to me that, oh, we should try it. And I'm glad I was challenged. Okay. I really felt my whole core kind of engaging in a lot of different ways so that I didn't topple over. But reminders just to be safe all the time. Exploring your limits without going beyond them. Inhaling. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. Reaching. Exhale. Slow. French. Okay. Welcome back, Helen. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, last one. Woo. And exhale, release. Good. Okay, taking the chair, taking the seat so it's facing you. Coming into tabletop, just gonna do a super regular cat-cow. So let's tap into the core area where bringing our awareness there. So a slight bend in the knees, let's lift the sit bones, lift the heart, big breath in, lower the belly. Exhale, round the back, take that navel up towards the spine, drop the head, tuck the chin. And then moving at your pace, expanding abdominals, contracting. And then after you spend a little bit of time exploring the front body, shift over to the back body, lifting the tailbone and tucking the tailbone. Any little micro movements in between are fully acceptable. All right, last one. Bend the knees, Floating your arms up to chair pose. Squeeze the energy of the legs together, lift the arches of the feet, lift the navel up towards the heart, stretch out the face. Imagine you have something between the hands. Breathing in and out. You can always take your hands to your waist if there's any shoulder issues or anything that, if that just feels better. Keep squeezing the thighs toward each other and lifting that navel up, up, up as you sink a bit deeper into our chair. Notice how the weight kind of maybe moves back. So just explore a little bit, maybe gripping the mat with your toes. All right, inhale, rise up. Reach up, exhale, big stretch of the arms, come back. Stretch out the face, roll out the shoulders. Okay, hands come back down for the scapula stretch. So just a gentle bend in the knees and then arms stay straight. So just soften the heart down and feel the shoulder blades just kind of come in towards each other. They'll just kind of do that naturally when you lower the heart down. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, push your hands into your chair and just lifting the heart upward. So there's no scooping of the tailbone, nothing like that. And then lowering it back down on the inhale. Exhale. So shoulder mobility plus some strengthening. Now, this next time we press into the hands and we lift the heart up. I want you to hug in the ribs slowly. We did this last week, slowly moving the feet back, allowing there to be weight bearing in the arms and the shoulders. Check that your shoulders are over your wrists. Press into the hands, taking the feet back any amount, exploring that. This is like a plank position. And if you're like, yeah, not a problem, this is great. Keep pressing into the chair. And it's almost like the upper back is rounding, it's protracting a bit. You can always lift one leg behind you, lift the other leg, and then walk your feet back. Bend the knees, float your arms up, back into chair pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. The internet is a little weird today. Breathing in. And out, squeezing the thighs together, reaching the arms up, sinking deep, gentle tucking of the tailbone, breathing in and out. And releasing, we'll bring the hands back down to the chair. And so coming into our thread the needle. So another little twist. So bring the weight into the left hand, right elbow comes up. Exhale, thread it through. So we're getting two twists. One, taking the heart over to the right side. Exhale, turning the heart towards the left side. Sawing the slog with your forearm. And release, switch sides. Left elbow up, feel that stretch from the hip all the way to the armpit. Exhale, reach it through. Inhale. Exhale, so stretch through the left quadrant of the back, upper left quadrant. Last one. Good, bring the hands back, bend the knees, you guessed it, chair pose. Squeeze those thighs together, lift the navel, okay? Now take your left hand, just kind of reach it down along your side, follow the fingertips with your gaze as you reach it back, and just as far as you can, bringing it back, follow the gaze back up. Once you look up, following the gaze of the right arm, as you reach it back. So If you're somebody who cross-country skis, this is like an exaggeration of that move in slow motion. And again, it's like tapping into the wisdom of this movement. What are you noticing? Last one. Reach up, straighten the legs, exhale, angel wings back behind you. Stretch out the face. Roll up the shoulders. Okay. Very good. Okay. Come back to our chair on this side. We are going to just do a little side stretch. So arms distance, take the outside leg, cross it over, squeeze the thighs, grow tall, inhale, exhale, side body stretch. And bringing a little flow into it. And I really like to sink my hips out to the side, really to stretch out that hip. You know, if you want to hang out, do like a little micro movement within that shape, go ahead. Really giving yourself permission to explore. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. And switch sides. Cross. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean over. And again, flow. Push into outer left hip. If this ever didn't feel good with the leg crossed, you can just take the feet wide. It's totally fine. Again, no right or wrong, it's just options. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Stretch out the face. Roll out the shoulders. Good. Okay, let's come down onto the floor. Your choice, rolling onto your side, or if you want to come down one vertebrae at a time, just really check in that you're hugging in the ribs, hugging in at the belly. All right, hug in the knees, stretch out the face. Let's squeeze and spread the toes and stretch out the face. Ah. Circle the ankles one way. Circle the ankles the other way. Point and flex the toes. Good. Take the feet down, arms out to the side. We'll just do a little windshield wiper action. Great. Bring the knees back, up, feet are hip distance, tuck the shoulder blades under, arms at your sides, palms facing down. And we'll just gently press the low back into the floor and we'll lift the shins so that they're parallel. And you can have them, the feet flexed. Take your hands at the knees and like stop signs and press your knees into your hands and your hands into your knees as you draw the navel down. Hug the ribs in. Okay, that shaking sensation is you growing stronger, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. This is that invisible energy. Doesn't look like we're doing much, but we're doing a ton. Okay, release and hug in the knees. Take one hand to each knee and circle it around. Change direction. Great, okay. Repeat, hands at the knees, shins are parallel, 90 degrees here at the knees. Push the navel down, and here we go, we're gonna push, gentle tuck of the chin. Now this time, release the right side because you're gonna extend your right arm overhead and hover your right foot out in front. Bring it back in just a tap. Reach it out on an inhale, exhale, bring it in together. At the same time, pressing the left hand into the left knee. And we're just doing one side to start. We'll do the other side on the next round. So we're just doing the right side. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. Okay, hug in the knees, stretch at the face, just rock from side to side. All right, last one. Take both hands to both knees, shins are parallel, 90 degrees at the knees. Pressing in, we'll start with both hands pressing and draw that navel down. Now we're only going to release the left side, reaching it out away from each other, bringing it in and tapping. At the same time, pressing your right hand into your right knee into your right hand, and as best you can, drawing the navel down. Last one. Hug in the knees. When you're a happy baby, rock from side to side or find resistance. You do you. Stretch out the face. And then bring the soles of your feet together, knees out as best you can. And then we'll drop both feet down. Okay. Take your right foot over the left knee, flex that foot a little bit, and just push your left knee away from your face, just energetically. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lift your left knee up and the shin comes towards you. All right, grabbing onto the sides of the hand, underneath the knee, in front of the knee, whatever's available to you. On the inhale, we'll just gently squeeze in, and as you exhale, release. So just a gentle squeeze in, and the exhale, release. Gentle squeeze in. That right foot is still like kind of 50% flexed. Big muscle group. So we spend a little longer here. Okay, we're gonna drop that left foot down, take your arms to the side, and let both legs kind of drop over to the left side as much as you can. Start to loosen up and release through the right hip as best you can. You know, you can always put like a bolster or a block here underneath the leg or a pillow. Little micro movement of that right leg, maybe a little back and forth. And then engaging the core, we lift those legs back up. Realign the spine. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right this time. So this bottom foot, your left foot, can be anywhere. So just kind of explore where it feels best, where you can optimize this stretch that for me, I'm trying to target for you too, this hip, this feeling of the inner hip. You know, we really kind of hang on there a lot. And coming into this shape when we breathe in, and then when we breathe out, this kind of gripping sensation at the hip, just seeing if you can soften it and just kind of let it expand. Just with the breath, breathe right into that hip. And on the exhalation, just using your imagination and imagining the muscles, those groups of muscles together, just kind of softening, releasing and letting go. If this is too deep, just take your foot off the knee. And if you haven't already, we will take the foot off the knee. Inhale the legs back up to center. Realign the spine. Okay. Left ankle over right knee. Flex that. Tuck the chin when you're ready. Lifting the right knee so your left shin is coming close to the body. Try to move without forcing, the left knee just slightly away from the face as we bring it in. And so we're going to do this on the inhale, kind of squeeze in. And on the exhale, just kind of release. On the inhale, we squeeze in, and this is our exploration, right? We're exploring this part of the body that tends to clench a little bit. And we just kind of encourage just letting go. And releasing on the exhale. And then just seeing what happens on the inhale. Is there a little more wiggle room? Body likes wiggle room. Let's do one more great big breath here. And exhale, release. We'll drop that foot down, arms out to the side. And then dropping these legs to the right, any amount. Just seeing what that feels like. Now this side might feel totally different than the other side. So meeting that with kindness, with gentleness, with friendliness. Maybe a little bit of movement of the top leg. Just these micro explorations of the body in these weird shapes to help loosen up, prevent these muscles from seizing up. All right, bringing that back up, use that core strength, inhaling up. Realign the spine, and then exhaling, taking the legs over to the left. And again, your right foot, you can put it anywhere, exploring position with that bottom leg to optimize, maximize, whatever, how you want to think about it, the stretch on the right hip. And then once you kind of find that spot, settling into the shape. And again, that idea of breathing into where's that sense of gripping or nodding. And then when you exhale, allowing for the melting away. And again, there's that option to take your foot off the knee if it's at all too deep. And then nice and easy, we will inhale the legs back up to center. Realign the spine. Let's hug the knees in on an inhale. We squeeze it, and your next inhale, reach out like a starfish. Exhale, squeeze it. A tiny little ball, and then inhale, reaching out like a starfish. Just do 3 of these. Last one. And then release, coming into your rest posture that suits you the best. But just checking in that your shoulder blades are tucked under, palms facing up if that feels good to you. If you feel better with your hands down, that's fine. Sometimes that can feel a little more grounding. It's just sometimes it can feel like effort to keep the hands down, so just exploring. If you turn the hands up, there's that feeling of letting go. Again, there's no wrong or right, just different options. Just letting your feet drop to the sides, or you can have your knees bent. Breathing in and out. I'd like to use that image of the wave. If we're lying on a beach beside the ocean, that feeling of the tide coming in and out. As you inhale, just feel the wave rise up and over the head. And then as you breathe out, the wave recedes all the way down just to the tip of the toes. And then inhaling, wave comes in, up and over the body. Exhale, wave recedes. And I'll invite you to bring your hands to the body, one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, if that suits you. Just take a moment to bring tenderness, gentleness, and kindness towards yourself. Once again, check in with your tone of voice towards yourself. Acknowledging the effort and the energy that you brought to your practice. Acknowledging your dedication, showing up, being present, exploring limits, seeing what's possible. And allowing yourself to, kind of feel good about that. Not kind of, like really feeling good about that. Acknowledging that you are contributing to your wellness in this moment. Whether this is your first class or your 100th class. And then I'll invite you to bring some movement into the feet, the ankles, the toes. And maybe reach your arms up overhead, open and close the hands, stretch out the face. Circle the wrists one way. Circle them the other way. Make a little fist with your hands and nod. Nod the wrists, the fists. And you can stretch out the face too, stretch it up. Scrunch it up. And whatever little movements feel good, and reach your arms up overhead for a gentle full body stretch. Exhale, completely let go. Bring the arms in, bend the knees, taking your time, rolling over to one side. Soaking up all the good feels. Letting go of any critical thinking. Gently pushing yourself up to that comfortable seated position. Staying either on the floor or moving to the chair. Reconnecting with breath and body in this upright position. Just taking a moment. No need to rush. We were lying down for 20 minutes, so this is a transition. So acknowledging that transition. And then I'll invite you to bring your hands up to your heart center. Take a moment to really and truly thank yourself for taking care of yourself in this way today. And we'll seal in with a unifying Om as we inhale together. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we'll see you soon.